Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to Isabella Banks' YouTube channel, where we discuss all things Harry, Meghan, and their level up journey. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Wheezy, and it's great to meet you virtually. How has your week been? A lot happened this week, didn't it? All right, I'm just going to pause to say hello to everyone in the comment section. Welcome, A to E. And welcome, Love Wins Movement. Welcome, Judy Mutasid. Hello, Julian. Hello, Lottie. Hello, Lottie. Hello, Lottie. Lottie says, hello, everybody. Come on in and let's get this party started. Welcome, everyone. As per usual, we are discussing the wacky world of the toxic British media, the British royal family, and how Harry and Meghan are dealing with the smear campaign. So, in today's video, though, we're going to be discussing how Prince William's soft coup was foiled once again. We're going to be joined by Lady Rose, who is here. Say hello, Lady Rose.
Hi, family. How y'all doing?
And Sussex Love is also going to be joining us in a minute. I think she is probably trying to get in, but struggling. I will be chasing her up shortly. But yeah, she's going to be joining us. Okay, here she is.
I made it.
Hello, Sussex Love. I was
Hi.
just talking about you. How are you? I hope you're all right. And say hello, Sussex Love.
Hello, family. How are you? I'm okay. I hope you're well.
Fantastic. Okay. Let me see. There's 39 of us here. Let's get started. So, guys, Prince William is really chomping at the bit. He's pushing hard now for his father to get off the throne so that he can take over. He does not want to be an old man king. But do you know what? I imagine that this is in accordance with the promise that King Charles made to William before the breakdown of their relationship with Prince Harry, right? Because I always imagine that there must have been some kind of agreement between William and Charles to make sure that Prince Harry is stopped from suing the media. Make sure that King Charles is on the throne, and for King Charles to abdicate after perhaps a year on the throne, using the excuse of illness, right, to step in to make sure that King Charles is king and nothing stops that. I'm sure that the media must have threatened him when they realized that Prince Harry was thinking of suing. But now King Charles has had a full taste of the power wielded by the sovereign. And Camilla must have said, "Nay, nahi, nahi."
Get
It
horsey, get horsey.
it also appears that Prince William has become estranged from King Charles, and they're not letting the public know this like directly. Obviously, they're pretending like everything is still hunky dory. But it's obvious that William no longer knows what's going on in Buckingham Palace because they seem to be speaking two different languages and at cross purposes. So, why do I say all of this, right? So, early Friday, reports began to surface of the state of King Charles's health, right? According to reports, The treatment King Charles is receiving for his illness had not proved effective and was said to be triggering a worsening of his health. Only for Sky News also to report on the state of King Charles's health, stating that his health has progressively deteriorated. So, to the point, right, that Buckingham Palace was said to have been revising the king's funeral plans to ensure that they were not taken unawares by the sudden escalation in the deterioration of his health. So, guys, let me just pause here so that the horror of this situation can sink in. Imagine one's funeral plans being discussed by the public officials you have to interact with on a daily basis while you're still alive. If it were me, I don't think I would eat anything that the kitchen passes out, you know. But I'm quite sure that they are very used to it in that way. Anyway, the Daily Beast reported on the same matter, stating that an old friend of the family spoke to them about the king's worsening health. And they said, of course, he's determined to beat it. And they're throwing everything at it. Everyone is staying optimistic, but he's really unwell, more unwell than they're letting on. Hmm. Even the Spanish magazine, Marca, right, the one that dropped the news of Kate's illness, they seem to have more information, but it seems to be a favorite dumping ground for leaks that cannot be shared in the UK. And they said that an announcement was coming, and most people were fearing the worst. With one royal commentator on the Twitter streets saying, London is right now buzzing with rumors that Charles III may very soon quit the throne to battle his cancer, either abdicate entirely or more likely step back and appoint William as Prince Regent. I have no idea if there's any truth to it.
Uh-oh.
Even the US Civil Defense News Twitter account reported King Charles update. King Charles and the royal family in Britain are preparing for Charles's funeral. He is being reported as not being well. He may already be dead, and the royal family is hiding it from the public, right?
That part.
Only for Buckingham Palace to announce that King Charles III will return to royal duties following his cancer diagnosis. Meanwhile, it looks like the most of the UK publications reporting on this story in the UK were being led by the Daily Beast. From this story which broke out, you can easily identify which ones are Chelsea's lines of communication to the public as against William's one. So it's quite obvious that the Daily Beast is William's main source. Or I think they have different ones, so depending on what they want to say and how gently they want to say it. Like when they want to speak to posh people, it seems like Tatler is for William. When they want to speak to the common man, I think Daily Mail is for William as well. And then when they want to go like real rough and just be identified as tabloid, but they're passing their message across because that's funny enough, that's what the main common man in the UK tends to read. Daily Beast is where he goes to. So, because Daily Beast is a well-known Prince William affiliate, which is said to have close links to the family. So, who is that close link that has the right to share confidential confidential information relating to the royal family? Look at the close link on the screen. Close link is
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It seems like the close link to the family wanted to push the narrative that King Charles was close to death simply because of his own agenda, and more so because it was said that someone in parliament has the duty of updating the operation on Menai Bridge, which is King Charles's funeral protocol, so post-death protocol. And so they were doing something on it, and it was being updated, and the updates were being passed to the relevant parties in Parliament. And so William thought, oh, this is a good time for me to push the narrative that my father is dying. What I find most interesting about the Daily Beast article is where they referenced a Daily Mail article, which was actually dated the 22nd of February, where William had said that he wanted to make substantial changes to the accession process, the coronation, and the role of the monarchy. That can only lead one to conclude that Prince William is chomping at the bit. And the way he's going about it so insistently makes me believe that William and Charles had an agreement and it's being breached. And William is trying to remind his father, hello, you were supposed to be gone by now. You were supposed to be gone by now. And he's doing everything he can to get his father to comply with the terms of their agreement. And to do that, William has been exerting a lot of pressure. And I'm sure this pressure has resulted in Charles distancing himself from his one time ally against Harry. Also, Camilla did everything she could to keep William away from Charles when he was ill. So, therefore, what do we see? Alongside the sudden reports about the imminent death of King Charles, we also see the news update confirming that Jamaica intends to remove King Charles as the head of state by the end of the year. Going through the story, there was
Yay.
nothing new in this story. So the question was, why are we hearing about it again? It just looked like it was an awkward attempt at a smear campaign against King Charles, right? We also saw a video of King Charles and Camilla laughing, where they were laughing mockingly at the Inuit people's performance while they were on an engagement in Canada doing a royal tour. The link to that video is on my Instagram page. So please go to my Instagram page to watch that. The link to my Instagram page is at the top of the chat.
I'm
And
always
if
on
you
your
have
Instagram page.
if you haven't already done so, please go ahead to join the Instagram page. My page on Instagram needs followers. We're only at 200 followers or 200 odd followers on Instagram. So please go ahead to follow my Instagram page. Once more, the link is at the top of the chat. Thank you. Anyway, King Charles said, not so fast, young man. He issued a statement confirming that he would be returning to public duty next Tuesday. And it almost seems like he was taking the mick out of Prince William because he was very kingly in this statement. This is the first statement he has ever issued where I was very impressed by the wording and the structure of the statement, right? So he set out what it was. He said he's going to be returning to public facing duties, and he told us when he's going to be doing that next Tuesday. And he set out a schedule for future engagements. I'm not going to read it all. I'll just read out a little bit. It says, to help His Majesty the King will shortly return to public-facing duties after a period of treatment and recuperation following his recent cancer diagnosis. So that means that if I, old man, can return, I don't know what you're talking about. Your wife can't work, but okay. Second, to help mark this milestone, the King and the Queen will make a joint visit to a cancer treatment center next Tuesday, where they will meet medical specialists and patients. This visit will be the first in a number of external engagements His Majesty will undertake in the weeks ahead. And he goes on to talk about the engagements going he's expected to participate in the future. Very kingly. This is what I expect. It has the tone of maturity. It's very clear. It's very precise. It's definitely not someone looking to abdicate.
Mhm.
And he was very
Definitely.
clear in his initial statements, initial cancer announcement statement as well, carefully stating that he was trying, making sure to let people know that he has been diagnosed with cancer to avoid any speculations. So, this current recent rise in speculations as to whether the king was passing or not passing, he had already really taken care of that. William really needs to use the King's PR team because his own PR team are just crap. I don't know whether it's because he's not paying them enough or what, but they are absolute crap.
Hey, eighteen
Uh,
thousand dollars a year. That's what you get.
William thought he was being sly, but the king said, not on my watch and not yet, boyo. Well, and this person on Twitter had said, my dad is so ill. This is Prince William talking, right? He said, my dad is so ill, he's going to abdicate anytime. King Charles releases photos of him looking fine and happy with his wife, announcing that he's returning to public duties. And then this is Prince William's eyes. Another person said this situation looks like so. A friend of Prince William went to the Daily Beast to brief that King Charles is on his deathbed. And then King Charles released a picture of him and his wife. Something his wife is something his son can't do. Where is Kate? That is what King
Yes.
Charles literally said. Where is Kate?
The shade. The shade.
So who in my I was just thinking that that jam video was very juvenile because just because it was an obvious troll jumping onto the bandwagon of Megan's jam, the soft launch of American Riviera Orchard. And King Charles rolled his eyes, knowing that William was about to mess things up once again. And I'm sure Camilla must have pinched him, and he was like, "Get up and do something now." And you know, Camilla must have been gunning for William and Kate. Right from the time when she showed up in the hospital when King Charles was ill, multiple times a day, smiling as she made direct contact with the cameras. It was on, it was obviously on. It's quite notable that the video was credited to the Buckingham Palace, and it's also notable that the announcement today was accompanied by a photo, a genuine photograph.
Oh wow.
So I'm just gonna ask you first, Lady Rose, what are your thoughts on this?
This is what I call it bouillabaisse. That bouillabaisse, I told you guys, it's a French fish soup.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Mm.
the mixture of that soup doesn't really look good in my eyes. This monarch is just turning into a disaster. But you know why this all those article came out? It's because William want to shift attention from Kate's whereabouts.
Right.
That's what is happening here to me. There is really nothing because yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, he doesn't want you guys to ask where Kate is at. But what I'm gonna ask right now, where is Kate and why is their palace being expanded? Why are they building other cottage at one of the houses there? So yeah,
What
that's
about
all I
you,
have.
Sussex Love? What do you think?
I think. I think. Wow. They're just collapsing before eyes. It's like I'm trying not to be happy because I don't know if that would be right. But, I mean, it's just, I just feel like there's a weight being relieved, and Megan can, they keep trying to clip her wings. They just keep trying to clip her wings.
Yeah.
And I just, I mean, the shade. I know Lady Rose appreciates this. I mean, Charles is like, I'm here with my wife. Where's
Yep.
yours?
Yep.
Why
Yep.
can't you take a picture with yours? A real picture.
A real picture.
Right.
But I mean, the jam just got me. It got me when they sat there with the commercial with the jam. That just was. I was like, this is man. He can't possibly be more petty. Charles cannot
No.
be more petty. He just can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I going in and out?
No, it's fine. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
So before we go further, though, if you're new here, please consider this your exclusive invitation to join the Isabella Banks YouTube channel.
Uh-oh.
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We discuss latest news here, dissect the headlines, decode the news, and sometimes, if necessary, we mobilize the action steps. So whether you're craving insightful analysis or if you're like me and you just can't
It's
sit
going in and out. My
still,
sound is.
go ahead to subscribe to the channel and participate. Don't just sit back and look for a home. Just consider this your digital home for all things Harry and Meghan. To my seasoned viewers, welcome back. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and drop a comment. You need to know what I go on from your end. And to all my dedicated subscribers, a colossal thank you for your unwavering support. You're the heartbeat of our community, and we're endlessly grateful for your loyalty to this channel. So let's move on, shall we? A lot of people would say, I got a lot of comments after our last video saying, why are you talking about William and the rest of the royal family? As I will keep on saying, I don't believe in burying my head in the sand. I need to know where my enemies are so that I know where to direct my arrows to. So um, bear with as keep my eyes on my enemies and strategize to take them down when necessary. The royal family are not toothless bulldogs, as incompetent as they look. They are quite effective at dangerous things. They have access to the CIA and all the alphabet agencies and have been rumored to engage in underhanded activity in the past. Who knows whether it's true? But if you knew something or you had this huge rumor about this organization that has a vast amount of resources, would you want to just bury your head in the sand if it was directly about you? I don't think so. But I can't tell you what to do, but I tell you what I do. And on here, we discuss all things Harry, Meghan, for the purposes of taking action. Harsh as it might appear that King Charles has been to Harry and Meghan so far, I tell you what, he has not really publicly employed the full strength of his ability against them, harsh as it might seem. So the mere fact that he has the care, rationale, risk assessment worthy of a man his age, even though that may be debatable. Imagine if it were William with the same resources that we are seeing, with the opportunity to do what he may to the Sussexes wherever he can reach them. Do you think that there would be anything stay in his hand? I think the answer to that is nope. And as we discussed that, we're not even taking Prince Harry's legal battle with the son into consideration. The court date for the commencement of the trial is supposed to be in January. So I think as far as they're concerned, the clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. And it is a battle to try and see if they can get Harry to withdraw his case against the son, or they can pressure him enough for him to withdraw just for without proceeding to try the issues in the case. They don't mind settling the case with Harry. I don't think they don't mind paying him any amount of money. But I think at this point, Harry is not even accepting any money. He's not even ready to listen to anything. He wants all the issues tried, because if you have watched my series on the revelations by the Byline Times on the criminal underbelly, then you would understand what Harry is really up against. If you haven't seen or if you haven't listened to any of those videos, because apart from the Byline Times article, I did some further research on what Byline Times wrote about, and I discussed everything in full. So there is a Byline Times playlist on my YouTube channel. Go ahead to have a listen. And then you add the jam craze to the mix, which tells you that William has probably not shifted out of incandescent rage status since the first jar of jam came out, which means that at this point in time, he might be, he might shift into being a vampire and then shift back into being a human being. But at this point in time, I think that he's walking about as a full-time vampire, energetically, anyway.
Mm.
And to think that throughout this process, Prince William is holding himself out as someone who is a dedicated and dutiful son. It's just the highest sense of acting. Did he go to acting school or something? Who knows? So, the point is, how can we help? How can we help the Sussexes show themselves up to ensure that they are able to proceed with their plan of leveling up? I think the only way we can do that is to level up ourselves so that we can level up with them. And we're going to be discussing how we can actually help them in the next video. So let me look at the comments and see what people have to say. Linnea Alba says Prince William won't take anyone's advice. He wants to run the entire show, which is why it's being run straight into the ground. I think that is very true. I think that is very true. Lottie, I wouldn't them to remember how they treated Megan, the only black woman in the family, and her unborn child. The PR was to shift attention from Kate's mystery. That kid is no longer down here. Do you think that if that is true, and is that what you mean by King Charles being shady to William when it comes to Kate? Is that the reason? Do you think that that is the real reason why um Kate keeps, sorry, William keeps sharing photoshopped photos and videos of Kate that she's no longer with us? Do you think that's the reason, Sussex Love?
William is really stupid, and his staff is really stupid because why would you put fake pictures out when people are already looking for her? You know what I mean?
Right.
He hasn't tried to put that to rest. He got annoyed when they tried to give him cards for her.
Mm,
I mean, we just gotta go with, God knows what he's done. I mean,
mm,
I'm not even sure she's here anymore. I believe the Spanish people when they say she was in a coma. Now,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
whether she's still in a coma or she's
Mm-hmm.
gone on to meet her ancestors, I don't know. But William is just unhinged. He's running around unhinged. People are dying all over everywhere. and they're writing
Mhm.
stories about he wasn't nowhere to be found when they died. Well, they are literally just imploding. I mean,
Mm,
I didn't expect it to happen so fast after Queen Elizabeth II died. I didn't think it
Mhm.
would be this fast. I can't say that
Mhm.
I'm sad though. I'm really not sad.
mm. What about you, Lady Rose? You really for sure think that Kate is no longer with us?
I definitely think so. Or the other thing, she is probably in that coma, like it was said by the Spanish people. Because remember, the lady who used to be their nanny got fired, or she left. She went to
Mm,
Spain, and she gave the legit information to those TV people. And
yeah.
remember when the Spanish media said that, and they whatever Concha, whatever her name was, she said,
Mm,
"Sue me." Have you
mm,
guys seen anything happening to her? Have you guys seen anyone saying they're going to pursue her to
true.
justice? Nothing
True.
happened. And they came up with all those random pictures, all the AI videos, and all those. Had she been alive, something could have been already leaked out here. There is something wrong. That kid is no longer here. That's
Mm,
my feeling. So, well, let's wait and just imagine. The kid was taken, someone was taken from Sunningham Palace on 28th December. Okay.
mm,
So,
mhm.
December, January, February, March, April, and it's May now. 5 months, 6 months. Are you serious, guys? This is a public figure. Kate is public figure that cannot be hidden like that, like from people for all this while here. And
Yeah.
when this the husband went, he went back to work. He just doesn't even know how to lie. He came up like, well, I'm gonna be working from home royal. I'm gonna be this and this and this. And all of a sudden we saw him on the media. And his PR lied about all those pictures. And remember that little kid's picture was posted. The
Yeah.
little prince's picture was posted here. And that picture turned out it was posted on his fifth birthday in 2020, 2022. Yeah, so someone actually came with that picture and posted it. And the date was there when that picture was first posted. And tell me, I have a little child. We do show the world the milestone of our children because they are royal. People need to know what's happening to them, okay?
Yeah.
And every single birthday of theirs, you have to present a public picture. And you want to tell me some people with 60 billion dollars in their bank account can't afford to buy to pay a photographer who can make like some public picture legit whatever what do you call it a photo to take a picture of a child and post it. Something
Mhm.
is wrong in this family. There is one thing here. You have a
William is
child,
stupid
and
though.
they started talking about that child's birthday a couple months ago, and they
Yeah.
were supposed to make some official picture of the kid. And you want to
Mm,
tell me William also does not have a little camera or the little video that I have here, the little camera, Samsung, whatever, or iPhone, to take a picture of the kid and post it, because it's going to be legit if you do show us this is a 7 year, 60-year-old
yeah.
kid.
It doesn't
The
even
kid
have to
had
be a
no tooth.
professional photo. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And you want to
they
tell me the children's teeth doesn't grow back in 2 months since
they do,
the fake AI picture? Are you guys I don't know. It's just I just overthink
but
stuff sometimes.
no.
Like
William is stupid. I mean, why would you do this? There's no William said that he took the last picture of Kate for Christmas until they
mhm.
saw that it was doctored, and then he threw her under the bus and said she was up editing it. It was all her fault. So he
Yeah.
could have taken a picture of Louis, but he's too
Yeah, but
stupid to do. He's too lazy to even try to do it. What he would do is, with his dumb ass, is to put another picture out there that's fake again, and then not send it through any of the agencies. Just put it out there on their own, so nobody can check it. Like they would notice, like you notice, he still ain't got no teeth, but he
yeah,
still put that picture out there
yeah, did
because
you
he
guys
don't
see, first
care.
of all, they posted that picture as if it was a picture just taken yesterday, and they
Yeah.
said there was a statement saying the picture was taken a few days before it was posted. So they thought we were just going to fall into this bouillabaisse.
Again.
Okay.
Yeah.
They thought we were going to fall into it. And then the next day, everything changed. Then people, their own people, they came and presented all that picture. So I don't believe that lady is alive around here. But if she is in coma. I believe that version better. And that thing also expanding their home. I have some other question. That's why I was thinking like a Rosa Hanbury is going to be moving in there with her children because I do not see William and Kate are planning to make some more babies. And if you are making your home bigger, means you are expanding your family.
Mm.
You know, you're either making more children or you're getting married to some other person. Maybe that's what King Charles did with Camilla when they brought in this Thomas, the smoky boy. Yeah, because and you know one funny thing that I do find about this Thomas, the smoky boy, that boy's godfather is the king. It's King Charles.
Mm.
And how did all this kind of weird events also happen itself? So I'm assuming Rose Hanbury is going to be moving to that palace with her three children. That's why they extending the home and making it bigger.
So that they
And
would live like sister wives. Is that what you're saying?
no, well, Kate is gone somewhere. And I don't believe she's going to be coming back because if Kate was here, first of all, Louis' picture could have been taken one way or the other. And you can't. So one other thing I was thinking about, Kate probably took those children. She has the little kids. That's why we haven't seen Charlotte. But guess what? Next month we have Charlotte's birthday. And let's see what's going to happen. So it's like maybe because of the divorce statement settlement, Kate has no access to the children. Oh, William has no access to the children.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see the little Prince George's face at that game?
Mm-hmm.
That little kid is 12, but that kid's face did not look like a 12-year-old. There is something that's happening to that kid. Well, I did learn psychology for lots of years. I do read people's faces sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I can start reading some people's behaviors around here too if they piss me off. So that kid, the kid's eyes looked swollen, like maybe the kid was just so tired, or it did not look like him. We
Mm-hmm.
know that kid's face. He's not always like a jovial, like a happy little kid. He's always kind of serious because his dad told him to be so. But the emotion on the kid's face was telling me there is something wrong in that family. That's
Mm-hmm.
happening to the child's mother. And let's wait and let's wait and see. You know, the time will tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sorry for the
Okay.
children. I
I
feel
Yeah.
sorry for the
do. I
children.
do. It's a very strange situation to be in.
Mm-hmm.
As you're talking about this particular aspect of it, or especially with the children, it reminds me of what I heard happened to Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. I know that is taking us away from the subject matter, but Jada had said that they were separated for a good number of years before they actually came public with the fact that they're separated. And then the children have said, did they say, or the assumption is that part of the reason why the children started to act awkwardly, and that's putting it mildly, was because of what was happening in the family, because they were doing so well and then all of a sudden they started to act really strangely. And who wouldn't? How do you go about your business telling everybody that your family is together, and then you're carrying around the secret that actually your family is broken up, and then you have to keep lying on behalf of your parents to your friends and maybe other members of the family? Anyway, let me take us to the next part of this video. So, guys, what I've done is that I've set up 3 lives, and what is going to happen is that I'm going to end this live stream, and then YouTube is supposed to take us to automatically to the second part of the stream. So let's see how YouTube works its magic as I end this live stream, as it takes us to the second part of the live stream. So are we ready? We're going to be I've practiced this by myself and it worked. So let's see how it works now that we are live. All right. See you in the next part of the live stream. All right. Bye.
Okay.